ThymosinBeta, also known as TB4 and also known as TB500. This is a very powerful and efficient peptide because it is naturally occurring in virtually all cells in the body, with the exception of red blood cells. Now, how does this work, right? There are two, at least right now, there are two thymosins that are clinically studied and able to be made in a compounding pharmacy to help make you healthier. There's thymosin alpha and thymosin beta. For intents and purposes today, we'll be talking about thymosin beta and the health benefits that they provide you. So what's up, guys? My name is Naya Vazakis, and I am a peptide specialist. I've been working with these since 2011 when I was in my bodybuilding heyday. Nowadays, there are much more regulatory defined circumstances that are allowing us to really utilize the clean, purified, effective versions of these peptides. Back in the day, it was all kind of gray area, and we were, bodybuilders are really the original biohackers, right? So I have been searched for a very long time looking for the right company, and if you would like to use who I use, the link is in the description box below. Telewellness MD. Now, disclaimer real quick first, be careful of scammers. There are a lot of scammers out there. There's a $700 million a year industry on black label peptides. So if you're going to a website and it makes you click a link that says not for human consumption or for research purposes only, you're getting duped, okay? So whatever you're putting in your body should be of the highest quality. It's very important because if you're not, you don't know what you're putting in your body. And we already been being bombarded with so many toxins and so much pesticides and carcinogens and crap in our food, in our air, in our water, everywhere. So these peptides, they're very effective at detoxifying, at reducing inflammation, all right? And the one main core aspect of all dis-ease in the body is inflammation and mitochondrial dysfunction. And these peptides help with both of those things. Now, thymosin beta specifically, who is thymosin beta for? Well, we can talk about athletes, right? Recovering from injury, or even just looking to optimize the speed and accuracy of the healing process from intense training, all right? People recovering from a surgery or an injury, okay? It can really cut down by about 50-60% the speed at which the body heals. Individuals with chronic issues or conditions, all right? Autoimmune issues. There are a lot of people that have these things going on, and the great thing about these peptides is that it's not a pill to cover a symptom. This is actually helping to heal the foundation of the problem, which is what we want. We want to get to the root of the problem, right? And people with compromised immune functions. And there is a lot of people out there like that. I myself dealt with a lot of compromised immune functions because I was injured by the jab many years ago when I was in the military. And I'll get into that in another video. But for this video in particular, we are looking for reducing inflammation through activation of lymphocytes. So lymphocytes are a specific part of the immune system that are responsible for clearing out things like bacteria, pathogens, viruses, right? That we are all really bombarded with in this day and age. And you'd be surprised that parasites, fungus, mold, yeast, heavy metals, you get rid of that stuff and 95% of the problems out there are healed, are fixed, literally, okay? So TB4 is very well known to combine well with PDA, okay? They call that the Wolverine stack. TB4 by itself is still very effective. Now, PDA, or BPC 157, is synthetic. Thymosin beta is not. It's naturally occurring. So not that there's really a big difference, but this kind of hits the cells from the opposite direction, if you will, from a different perspective that PDA does. So activating these T lymphocytes, they go seeking to destroy all the imbalanced bacteria and all the imbalanced carcinogens that are in the body, in whatever organ and the brain, right? To reduce this inflammation and really helps to to heal things faster. So if you need something to be healed, or if you're having an issue with some kind of chronic condition, please consider utilizing ThymosinBeta for these issues. Now, there are many thymosins, all right? This is essentially a hormone, or the peptide is activating the immune system, the white blood cells that are sitting in the thymus gland. As we get older, the thymus gland starts to shrink down, right? And also, as we carry a greater and greater toxic load over time, the thymus gland becomes deteriorated, all right, depleted, along with things like natural melatonin, along with our sex hormones, testosterone, estrogen, even, our neurotransmitters that keep us feeling youthful and nice. So being able to help to strengthen the thymus gland, which is also, energetically speaking, it's right here, right? It's the higher heart, all right? This really helps to keep the immune system, it's like giving the immune system army a nice, strong, like, whole new battalion of white blood cell soldiers going in there and eradicating all the things that they've been struggling to deal with. Now, especially if you have some kind of chronic condition and then you get into a car accident, or you get into, you get some kind of, acute injury. Okay, this is not only just going to help the injury, but it's also going to help with whatever underlying condition is going on there. All right. So through immune modulation, through improving the wound healing, through reducing inflammation, and promoting tissue regeneration, ThymosinBeta will really help to realign the body. Not only that, but if you're recovering from, let's say, a heart attack, all right, myocardial infarctions, different things that happen to the different tissues in our body, all right, this will help strengthen that organ. There are many more specific issues and situations that I can get into, but if you have a specific situation, issue that you're curious about that is kind of outside the ordinary, please leave a comment below and let me know, and I will tell you if ThymosinBeta will help with that. Another thing it can help with is sepsis, all right? Hopefully no one here that is watching this ever has to deal with sepsis, but if you do, hopefully you have a bottle of ThymosinBeta on hand, and it'll help out to be able to clear out all that bacteria and gunk. I always recommend having a bottle of NAD, PDA, and ThymosinBeta or alpha on hand, just in case, heaven forbid, anything happens, with all the stuff they're throwing at us right now, okay, you'll never get sick. This stuff will keep you from ever getting sick because it'll keep the immune system strong. They even use thymosin alpha is an ingredient they use in the jabs. All right. Now, it's one of the very few beneficial ingredients in that product. Right. But it is still, so the medical community has known about this for a very long time. All right. Now, isolating it and coming out of it, now they can't hide it anymore. All right. This stuff is too beneficial, and there's too much potent opportunity for true deep healing in the body. So you can also combine ThymosinBeta with other peptides, like I was just talking about, especially NAD, right? NAD with ThymosinBeta. NAD will help to strengthen the mitochondria. That'll also, when we strengthen the mitochondria, that activates cellular strength in its function. When we activate that, that can work with a stronger immune system and kick out all the debris, all the crap that has been floating around and doesn't want to be in there. You can also combine that with red light therapy. Okay, helps to activate it even more through light, through photobiomodulation. There are many different ways and biohacks we can use these different substances. I'm just trying to give a few examples to open your mind to think differently about how you can employ these very powerful medicines. And these are medicines. Okay, I believe that peptides are going to take over really Western style medicine, and it's bridging the gap to functional medicine so that we can actually heal. But there's not a whole lot of money in healing, all right? But, we need a healed world, and that's why I'm working with peptides. I have been for a long time. So I'm going to go over a case study with you here, just to give you another idea, of what this can help with. So we have a male, 55 years old, diabetic with chronic non-healing ulcer in his lower leg. He took ThymosinBeta, 2 milligrams subcutaneous injection administered twice weekly for 8 weeks alongside standard wound care. All right, the subject experienced significant improvement in wound healing, with the ulcer showing marked tissue regeneration by the 6th week. The wound size reduced considerably and pain levels diminished. By the end of the treatment, the ulcer had almost completely healed. So this thing will actually heal the metastatic tissue. There also is some research that suggests that, thymosin alpha and beta can help to clear out and get rid of cancerous tissue. Okay, I'm not claiming anything can, cure anything. I'm just saying that this stuff really, really does help. Along, of course, side, nutrition and a lifestyle, process that kicks out all the bad habits and the bad stuff and the bad mindset, right? To a more healthy, overall productive and clean and aligned body, mind, and spirit. Okay. So the takeaway from that particular case study is ThymosinBeta promotes accelerated wound healing, especially in patients with conditions like diabetes that impair the body's natural healing process. Now, another thing that can help with something like diabetes, all right, is tirzepatide. Now, that's also really for weight loss and for appetite suppression, but it really strongly resensitizes those Leydig cells inside the pancreas, and the resensitization of those cells can really help to enhance the processing of sugar. However, I will say a lot of times, sugar is feeding the inflammation, but all these different nuances come down to the, coaching that is required that comes with taking peptides, because it's not just a one and done, right? This stuff works incredibly effectively, but you have to be willing to do the work to shift your nutrition, to shift your lifestyle, whatever it is. There is something that you're doing in your day-to-day life that is causing these imbalances and causing this dis-ease in your body, and you need to change it from as many aspects as you can in your world in order to truly heal. All right, so if you would like to work with someone, that'd be me. Put a comment down below or go to my website, optimizinghuman.com. All right, so I hope this video helped you, and please, if you resonate with this, send it to someone that you think will also resonate with it, and smash that like button and hit the subscribe button as well to build the algorithm and get more views on this stuff so we can bring the awareness to more people. All right, have a beautiful day.